What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Any Given Monday podcast. I'll be your host, Hunter. Tyler blew his PC up, so he'll be back in a week or two. Y'all know what it is. NFL, NBA today, because we're going to talk about that trade. And UFC. We might talk a little baseball. Your boy went to his first baseball game, so he's kind of feeling baseball right now. We're going to lead it off, obviously, NFL. I'm going to talk about some crazy things we saw yesterday. We're going to talk about games. We're going to recap week 4, and we're going to talk about our predictions for week 5. In case y'all were wondering, the spicy tenders from Dairy Queen are a W. I don't know what's wrong with Burrow. We are gonna get into that though. I wouldn't say he's done. I know what's wrong. They just won't listen to me. Hello, Cincy, hire me. Like I've cracked the code, but we'll get into that. We're gonna start off with some crazy stats for the day. We got Derrick Henry in his career. Zach Wilson looked really good yesterday. We'll get into that too. In his career, Derrick Henry is 7 for 8 passing with 4 touchdowns. He does it all. Derrick Henry is a monster. We have Christian McCaffrey had a day yesterday. 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 receiving. He broke a record for most games in a row with 13 with a touchdown. And then he could have broke Jerry Rice's 49ers touchdown record. Yeah, and he can pass. He almost broke Jerry Rice's touchdown record, which would have been 5 touchdowns. But they gave it to Kyle Juszczyk on the 1. He got stuffed, and then Brock Purdy ran it in. I don't know why they just didn't give it to CMC. That's actually sickening. I wanted to see it happen. Yes, sir. Justin Fields remembered how to play football against no one other, than the Broncos, who allowed 70 points last week. So if you're a Justin Fields owner in fantasy or a DJ Moore owner in fantasy, I would probably go ahead and try to move him last night because at windows closing. Diggs, 3 touchdowns on 6 catches for, I believe, 120 yards. Diggs is back. I mean, he never left, but I had them trading him by the deadline. Maybe, they're kind of getting their momentum back. Maybe he's not as frustrated anymore. Khalil Mack with 6 sacks yesterday. You want Evans? I will tell you in a sec. I'm not big on Bucks receivers. Evans is hooping though. Khalil Mack with 6 sacks yesterday, which is a lot, even though they were playing the Raiders, because since Khalil Mack went to the Chargers, he's kind of fell off. He hasn't had a double sack season since like 2018. Yeah, so that was huge for him yesterday. 6 in one game is insane. I thought I was going to go look and they were going to have like 20 sacks together, but they had like 8. I was like, okay. Zach Rogers, my bad. Zach Wilson, 2 touchdowns, 245 yards, no interceptions yesterday. We'll get into that game later, which was a banger. And I'm going to say this now. The Jets got sold. Let me find this play real quick. I don't know if everyone saw this yesterday, but we're going to watch it right here on the Any Given Sunday podcast. So the Browns didn't have Deshaun Watson yesterday.
We had a 6-hour layover in Rome, which was just enough time to tour the ruins. If we skipped the line.
You thought who was out the lead? Elijah Moore?
Over 300,000 travel experiences you'll remember.
He about to be, though, after I show you this play. Bro, come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. So little background on yesterday's game. Homie about to get a message. Oh, massage. I'm tripping. He needs one. His back was hurt yesterday. He was out. Yeah, so Watson was hurt yesterday. They had a 5th round rookie quarterbacking. Wasn't going great. They had a 1st and 10, and Elijah Moore went and did this. Hold on. I still want to be able to see my, I don't know. And we're going to put it over my face a little bit. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Okay, look, we'll pull it up from right here. Watch this. Watch this nonsense. I think it's like a sweep play. All right, here's Elijah. Ooh, they got it. Watch this. 1st and 10, by the way. Sweep. Boom. Look. Nope. No hole there. Look, we're going to run it back. This is Madden. Oh, no. We're going. This is Madden. We're cutting it back upfield. 2nd and 30. He said, oh, I'm going to go out here. He said, this is my time to shine. This is my time to prove why I'm here. No hole. Bounce it out. Nothing. Spin around. I played Madden before. Look, we're going to turn back around. Space. Oh, shit. Dang. I just put my team in a hole. Ooh. I returned that on Madden. I cribbed that. 2nd and 30. That is ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous. And Dallas finally gets a wide receiver touchdown on the board. All right, guys. That is some notable stats from yesterday. Let's get into week 4 recap. Let's get into it. Let's pull the week 4 games up. We're going to pull it up on the phone. Hold on. Week 4 NFL. We still have a game tonight. I'm hoping we blow out the Giants. Actually, I hope it's a really good game. I just want to watch some really good football. CD about to ask for a trade. CD not asking for no trade. They don't pay him, he might. They don't pay him, he might. No. They're going to lock CD up. All right. Thursday night game, we had Green Bay and the Lions. I mean, come on. Green Bay, super young team, still getting it together. We knew the outcome of that. They almost mounted a comeback, though. Very, very bright future for Jordan Love. We're not going to really talk about Atlanta and the Jags. I'm not going to lie, guys. I love football. Obviously, we're talking about it on a podcast. That being said, most of the London games I'm not waking up at 9 a.m. for because I went to bed like 4 hours before the game started. So, Dolphins and Bills. It's not T, but it's close. Dolphins and Bills. The Dolphins dropped 70 last week. This week they dropped 20 on the Bills defense and lost 48-20. Now, the Bills defense or the Dolphins defense is banged up. I mean, they don't have their best corner. So high caliber teams are going to put numbers up. They're just going to have to put numbers back. I'm sure it was just an off week. I mean, they just put up 70 points last week. So I'm assuming people might still be tired. Honestly, I know it's their job, bro, but 70 is a lot of points. And that is a top 15 defense. Or we'll say the Bills are a top 10 defense. We'll say the Bills are, I almost said top 5. They do have Von Miller coming back. They did just lose Tre'Davious White to probably an Achilles tear. Super unfortunate. So they're probably about to look like, I mean, their defense is still pretty solid, but I'd say they're more vulnerable now. They're probably going to look more like the Dolphins, but they're still going to have that offensive output. They're missing some key guys on defense. Minnesota and hold on, let me read this. Minnesota and Carolina, 21-13. Minnesota finally gets a dub. I don't know. I mean, Minnesota kind of looks like they're starting to get it together. Their run game, we talked in the previous weeks, their run game was really hindering them. Madison couldn't get it going. Now they have Cam Akers to kind of take that load off Madison. And Madison the past 2 weeks has been performing better. I mean, it's the Panthers though. Did they really beat anybody? I mean, we'll see the Vikings the last 3 years, 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure a terrible record, but all their losses were by a touchdown. Last year, they had a really easy schedule. They had 11 wins. A lot of them were close games. I think they won a lot by 1 touchdown last year. And then this year it's back. They're losing. 3 of their last 4 games have been 1 possession games. Yesterday was a 1 possession win. They're just, they need something. They might need a quarterback change. I don't know what it is. They have a tremendous receiving core, and that's saying a lot. I mean, not saying a lot because Justin Jefferson is miles above anyone else in the league. So, but they probably need a quarterback change. Their defenses, they've been holding on to some guy. I mean, it's just they do have some younger guys on defense. Don't get me wrong. They're just missing something on offense, and if they keep losing, they got a little bit bolstered running back core now. You might have to move on from Kirk Cousins. We have Denver and Chicago. I think Chicago was up like 28-3 at one point, or 21-3. Justin Fields, as we talked about earlier, 4 tutties, 2 to Cole Kmet, 1 to DJ Moore. I don't know who the other one was to, but they were really good yesterday, but they lost. Broncos country. Let's ride. I don't know why my camera keeps focusing. I'm sorry. Yeah, Denver ran away with that one. Didn't run away with it, but they ended up coming back to if Denver would have lost this game, someone was getting fired. I don't know if it was Russ. I don't know if it was Sean Payton. I don't think you fire Sean Payton this early in the season. I don't know if it was a GM. I don't know who was gone, but someone was going. A defensive coordinator, something like that. On to the next, we have Baltimore and Cleveland. We showed that play earlier. We don't need to talk too much on that. That game was a show. Lamar still didn't play great, but they got it done 28-3. I mean, they had the quarterback they had out there, man. I mean, he's a 5th round pick. I mean, first reps in the NFL? Bro, this is annoying. Please quit focusing. First reps in the NFL. I mean, what can you ask from the guy to come in? Like, found out that day he was going to play. So, I mean, that game wasn't going to be great to start with. The Steelers and the Texans. What the is going on in Pittsburgh? Am I right? Kenny Pickett might need to be out. Kenny Pickett might need to be out. He's looking like one of those quarterbacks that needed one of those decent vets in the quarterback room, and they just don't have one. I mean, they got Mitch Trubisky, but what has he done, Kenny Pickett is looking awful. I said previously on the podcast, All Kenny Pickett needed to do this year was take a step in his. He's looking worse than Mac Jones. I'm going to say it. He's looking worse than Mac Jones. I said Kenny Pickett needed to take that step. And if he can take that step, that defense will carry him. This camera is going to drive me insane. I said if he could take that step, then that defense will carry him where he needs. It's okay. We're going to breathe. If it focuses again, I might throw it across the room. I might throw it across the room. I might throw it across the room. That being said, I said Kenny Pickett needed to take that step, and then that defense will carry him to the playoffs. Kenny Pickett did not take that step, and he will not be carrying them to. He will not be carrying them to the playoffs. It's trying to autofocus on this poster because it's a face. It's driving me crazy. Stop. All right. Anyways. All right. Yeah, the Steelers are looking awful. I mean, they lost to the Texans. And I'm predicting the Texans a bottom 5 pick. CJ Stroud's playing like a demon, though. I'm liking the connection he's got going with the receiving. I hope they prove me wrong. They looked really damn good yesterday. He's getting that connection going with the receiving core. Their run game is starting to get going. I've always said the Texans have had a good defense. And they got DeMeco Ryans over there, who was the 49ers defensive coordinator last year. No. Yeah. He was the 49ers defensive coordinator last year. And he was previously a linebacker in the NFL on the Texans. So I think like he's going to be really good for that team. I really like what they're doing over there in Houston. Next, we have Indy and the Rams. I didn't get to watch a lot of that game. Puka Nacua finally got himself a touchdown. I think it was a 60-yard bomb touchdown. So, hey, that might be your league winner in fantasy. Puka Nacua might be your league winner in fantasy. He's showing out really good. I would. It's hard to say this because they're kind of contending right now. Do you trade Cooper Kupp? Do you trade Cooper Kupp? Do you trade Cooper Kupp, get you some first round picks? You got to look at it like this. The Rams are doing good. They're not beating no one in playoffs, bro. They might win a wild card, but you're not beating that second and third round team. Do you trade Cooper Kupp, get you a first round pick? If you can get a first for Cooper. I mean, I feel like you could finesse a first round pick for Kupp. I don't think the Rams have a first next year. Who knows when the Rams' next first round pick is because they've traded them all. Do you trade a first for Cooper Kupp or trade Cooper Kupp for a first, build around, get you a quarterback? Stafford's going to be out, and build around Puka Nacua. He's playing like a dog this year, and I don't know if it's the Matthew Stafford effect where he makes these guys great. He's looking really sharp. Scored that game 29-23. I am going to throw some praise to the other side. Anthony Richardson, people thought he wasn't going to be NFL ready. Anthony Richardson's NFL ready. He's looking like a damn good quarterback. A damn good quarterback. Next, we have Tampa Bay and New Orleans. I had New Orleans winning like 13 games this year. I think they still do it. Derek Carr was hurt yesterday. We got the good old Mike Evans Lattimore matchup, which was a banger to watch till Mike Evans had to go out. Really, really solid game. It's really chippy. It was, my boy Baker showed out again, baby. Bake show. What, 3-1? 3-1? 3-1. We like it. We like it. We like it. We got Washington and Philly, which was a banger. Went down to a walk-off field goal. Washington just stayed in it, dude. I've been telling y'all. Let's look at Sam Howell's stats real quick. I said Sam Howell is going to be a good quarterback. And yesterday he was Yesterday, Sam Howell, 290 passing yards, a touchdown, 98% QBR. Sam Howell has so much potential, and he has, like, what a great, amazing team to be on, to be a young quarterback. I mean, dog receiver core, dogs on that receiver core. You got a dog running back room, like monsters. You got a disgusting young defense, like they are solid. And I mean, you're hanging with the division rival Eagles, bro. I mean, I said they would be an 8th seed. 8th seed. Guys, how many seeds are in playoffs? Is it 8 or 7? I think it's 7. It's 7th seed team. I think they sneak in, but they have, later in the year, Washington starts to play really, really good. Yeah, really good game right there. Hold on. We got to pull back up the week 4 games. I really think Washington is going to be a fringe playoff team. It's going to be really fun to watch for sure. We already talked about Steelers, Texans, Raiders, Chargers. We talked about Khalil Mack's 6-sack game. I mean, the Raiders, we got to get a petition going to get Devontae Adams out of there, because it's sickening what he's having to go through. Cardinals, 49ers, not much to talk about there other than CMC's 4-touchdown game. Dude, hey, could you imagine? I'm going to throw a scenario at you right here. Trading CMC in a dynasty, CMC in a first-round pick for Breece Hall. Because we've seen it happen in our league. So, Patriots, Cowboys. I thought this game was going to be a little bit closer than it was. Mac Jones just really was not ready for that pressure. That defense, I mean, I can't. Cowboys fans. Dak Prescott is going to carry y'all as far as the defense will take him. I'm going to say that now, and we're going to see it unfold during the year. I hope they can figure it out how to make him a better bus driver, but like I said, you can't have Dak throwing 40 times a game. Let's see how many times Dak threw yesterday. 261 yards. Let's see how many attempts he had yesterday. 34. Yep. 34 attempts yesterday. So he needs to be, like I was saying, he needs to be in that 25 to 35. I said 25 to 30. So, we're around that. He threw almost 40 times against the Jets, but let's be honest. Come on now. Come on. That defense had him in really good position all game. 40 times against the Cardinals. We see how that went. So yeah, let's keep him around 30 and y'all will be okay. What other games did we have yesterday? I think we got like one left. Moving down. Chiefs Jets, really, really good game yesterday. 2023 ending. I think the Jets should have won that, bro. You got insane missed holding call on a first down conversion for the Chiefs that would have had them punting the ball had it got called. And then the play after that, one of the worst offensive holding calls on a corner I have ever. I don't remember what it's called. I don't think it was holding, but it wasn't pass interference. One of the worst calls I've ever seen to end the game in my life. Like, it ended in an interception. Like, it should have not been called. Like, as soon as it happened, I'm talking Twitter exploded. But, Zach Wilson looked really good yesterday. 2 touchdowns, 245 yards, no interceptions. And I have been saying everyone's giving him shit. But bro has played demon defenses since Aaron Rodgers went down, right? The Bills, demon defense. The Patriots, Bill Belichick creates demon defenses. The Cowboys, come on now, dude. Y'all can't keep saying he's dog shit when he's playing the top defenses in the league, bro. I mean, I'm in no way saying Zach Wilson is an amazing quarterback, but he's not as bad as y'all think. And he's going to show that in games where the defense isn't that great. But in the NFL, you have to be able to beat those great defenses. That's why they went and got Aaron Rodgers. So that is it for week 4, wrapping it up. Let's get into week 5 predictions. Ooh, what a barn burner on Thursday. Let's get our notes pulled up so we can record this. Week 5, we have the Bears and the Commanders. Give me the Commanders. Let me pull it up on this screen over here, actually. We have the Jags and the Bills. All right. Y'all know what we're doing. Jags. Just kidding. We're going the Bills, Jags and the Bills. I mean, they just have too much offensively to lose that game. We got the Colts and the Titans. That's actually going to be really good. I'm going to go Colts. I mean, what, at this point, the Titans just have Derrick Henry, bro. I mean, he's out there throwing touchdowns. Like, you're having your running back do it all. So we're going to go Colts. Texans, Falcons. Give me the Texans. I think this is the first time we're taking the Texans this year. They're just hitting on all cylinders right now. That offense is looking nice. And Desmond Ridder kind of sucks. Just saying. Panthers, Lions. Where to go? We're going Lions. Panthers have a long, long way to go. They're definitely a top 5 pick. We're gonna go Lions. Saints, Patriots. This is actually a really good game. Oh, we're gonna do our upsets. Washington is favored to win that game. Okay, Buffalo's favored to win that. Indy's favored to win that. Atlanta is favored to win. Okay, so Atlanta is favored to win against the Texans. So we're going Texans as our upset this week. We remember, guys, we get 2 upsets and we get 2 locks. Upsets are worth 3 points. Locks are worth 2. Lions, we're going Lions against the Panthers, obviously. We got Saints and Patriots. New England is favored. I'm probably going with New England on that. Giants, Dolphins. We're not even gonna attempt to discuss that one. Ravens and Steelers. Ooh, that is a good one. Probably gonna go. Dang, dude. Kenny Pickett is looking bad, bro. Kenny Pickett's looking bad. I'm going Steelers in an upset. So that will be our 2 upsets, Steelers and Texans. Bengals, Cardinals. God, dude. I'm not going to lie. What universe should I be picking the Cardinals right now, you know? We're going to go Cardinals, and we're going to change Cardinals to our upset. We're going to change Cardinals to upsetting the Bengals. Eagles, Rams. Philly favorite, obviously. Eagles. Jets, Broncos. Ooh. We have some bangers next week, dude. Denver is favored to win. I'm going Jets. I think Zach Wilson carves that defense up. Chiefs Vikings. I shouldn't have even said that like that. That sounded really exciting, didn't it? That sounded like it was about to be a really exciting game. No. Give me the Chiefs. Cowboy. Oh my God. Cowboys, 49ers, Sunday night football. Ooh, boy. Oh my God. I mean, give me the 49ers. Let's be honest. That team is hitting on all cylinders. I'm talking offense. I'm talking like passing. I'm talking running the ball. I'm talking special teams, defense. All cylinders are hitting. Give me the 49ers. And we're going to do that as our lock. And last but not least, Packers Raiders. We might not even watch Monday Night Football, chat. We might not even watch Monday Night Football. We're going to watch Thursday Night Football, which is Bears and Commanders. We might not watch Monday Night Football. Give me the Packers. Who are we going to do as our other lock? We're going to do Dolphins as our other lock. There we go. So next week's winners, we got Commanders, Bills, Colts, Texans, Lions, Patriots, Dolphins, Steelers, Cardinals, Eagles, Jets, Chiefs, 49ers, Packers. That Sunday night football game, I might have to call into work. I'm just kidding. I'm going to make a stupid bet. No, because Cowboys fans do not like to tip, guys. If you're ever in the food industry, Cowboys fans do not like to tip if they lose. Just throwing that out there. Hold on. All right, and I think that is it for I want to say that is it for football today, guys. We're gonna move on real quick to some basketball. I mean, I think everyone knows what we're about to talk about. Um, we had a massive. You know what? We're gonna pull the TikTok up so I can remember all the trade value. We made a TikTok about it. Oh, that's an NFL trade. Dolla Dame. Bucks received featuring boots. Bucks received Dame Lillard. Bucks receive Dame Lillard. Blazers receive who they've already traded, Drew Holiday. DeAndre Ayton. Oh God, here I go having to pronounce this name again. Tumani Kamara or Kamara, one of the two. I'm so sorry, bro. You're gonna see this because we're gonna blow up. But 2029 unprotected first, 2028 and 2030 unprotected swap. The Suns receive this. So this is massive for the Suns, even though trading away DeAndre Ayton, because they had no depth, bro, at all. They get Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. That is, I feel like that is huge for the Suns, because they just had no depth and they had all those stars that are starting. So I'm really glad they got that. Massive, massive NBA trade. Glad to finally get some NBA talk back into the podcast. I mean, we started it at the almost peak of football season, down season for basketball. I think we started right after the draft. So it's good to talk about some baseball. We got the second best baseball or basketball player in the world on the shirt right now. So you know what it is. So yeah, NFL, NBA done. I mean, Dame on the Bucks is insane. Like I know he wanted to go to Miami. The Bucks really just needed. I mean, they're probably going to the finals. Let's be completely honest. Who is stopping them in that conference? So it's going to be very interesting. No, really, any UFC news currently. I can't think of anything that's happened in the UFC world that we can sit here and actually just discuss. Big fight coming up. That we will do our predictions on next week. Wait, what day is that fight? What is it, 296? Oh, that's December. Is it 294? I thought we just had 294. 294. Ooh, it's not even next week. October 21st. Islam, Oliveira, Paulo Costa, Chimaev, Johnny Walker. Yeah, it is going to be a banger. We're going to get more into that weeks leading up, probably a little next week, more the week after. We'll do our predictions that week after that. Yeah, not a lot of UFC going on, guys. Unfortunately, we had that stint where it was just pay-per-view, free card, pay-per-view, free card, pay-per-view, free card, pay-per-view. It was insane, massive bangers. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end the podcast. I hope all of y'all have a great day. We will be live again next Monday. More around, guys. I had to recover from this weekend because I got my ass kicked from that Canelo fight bartending. Me and Nate went to actual war behind that bar. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Don't forget, like, follow. We will be back next Monday, 12 o'clock. Tyler might be back, guys. Tyler might be back. He's getting his PC fixed. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Don't forget, like I said, like, follow, hit the bell, hit the bell.